Evening. Well, I thought I might get something. I was supposed to be in court last Wednesday for non-payment of council tax. Um, as we all know, the local government ombudsman has confirmed that the ban must be contested through the courts by the council itself to overturn it, enabling me, therefore, after to pay my council tax. But they're nothing if not determined. Right, there's nothing about going to court. I've come back tonight. Obviously, been away all week. I've come back tonight to a letter from Newlyn, undated, unsigned as usual. Oh no, there is a date, the 11th, but unsigned as usual. So I don't know when, just this week, but I've had nothing to say. I was actually supposed to be in court. So is this the kind of thing? Is this the kind of tricks they play with other people? Maybe they don't even send court notifications out to some people. Just go to court. And the magistrate, of course, just agrees with everything the council says, because the council's in charge. Well, as we found out last week, the council's in charge of the chief constable, apparently. Gives him his orders. So I can imagine the bailiffs are queuing up to get a piece of the action. So this is boring. I mean, my channel's flooded with this shit. They're not getting their fucking money until they go through the proper court processes and overturn the ban. It's as simple as that. Although, given the fact that I have to be in attendance at those court cases, that may never happen. But this is where we're at, guys. Clearly, what's happening with my case, when the council shouted jump and the chief constable only stopped to ask how high, clearly this happens in other places. So the rise at the town hall, just to give you a quick history lesson on this, started in the early 80s. And it was basically, as some of you may know, it was 1984 when all this trading license stuff started, which was all kicked off this whole channel. So they were the fingers were in the till straight fucking away. That was it. As soon as they had any amount of power, these people, oh, hang on, we can do this and we can charge for trading licenses, and it's all cash payments. And so as soon as they kicked off, the fingers were in the fucking till. That's about as simple as it fucking gets. And slowly, over the years, with changes in law as well, because of course the police were always crying about being understaffed and overstretched. Plenty of fucking time for speeding duty. You go into Cambridge any fucking morning of the week, there's 20 of them stood around with fucking cameras. Plenty of fucking time for that. But over the years, the police were crying about being overstretched, undermanned, underfunded. So they started offloading all these jobs the police used to do, and hence we have things like VOSA. Well, it used to be VOSA, it's now DVSA or something, because it's been merged with the Department of Transport, whatever. But we have people like that, and then you go into a truck stop and you get pulled over by VOSA, and there's like 6 coppers stood around doing nothing. Undermanned, are you? And then we get things in Huntingdon, like in Huntingdon with the town rangers, which are funded by something called the Business Initiative Development, of course, which of course unfortunately means that businesses have to pay extra on top of their business rates to fund these town rangers. Oh yes. Where's the fucking coppers? I haven't seen a copper on patrol in Huntingdon for 5 years. What the fuck are they doing? Oh, they're all off on fucking speeding duty. But they're too busy to do anything else. So we've had all these extra bits added in as the, bin wardens, dog wardens, the whole fucking shebang, as the coppers claiming poverty and all this shit. So they were offloading all their duties. And this is what's happened. The councils are now in charge. All right, unelected council employees now tell the police what to do. Now tell everyone what to do. But handily, of course, if you dare disobey, if you dare not to conform, they've always got the police to back them up. There you go. See how that works? And of course the bailiffs, who never show up on your door. They just demand money for posting letters. I might do that actually. I might go to their office and post a letter and say, you owe me 300 quid for this letter now. Not a bad idea actually, guys. Anyone who's been hounded by bailiffs and stuff like that, go to their office in your nearest town or whatever, wherever they're based. Take a day trip. And I'll go and post letters and say, invoice £300 for posting his letter. I mean, at the very least, they're going to have to open them all, aren't they? Jesus. But this, this is what's happening, and it's going to get worse. You can see it getting worse. And the police, of course, won't touch these bailiff people, and they won't touch the council people, because they're all in it together. Which was the sort of subtitle of the very first video I did on this channel. So after 3 years, it's come full circle. Don't put up with this shit, guys. Seriously. Complain. Even if you only go home at the weekend or whatever, you just write one letter a week to whoever it is. So every week that person is receiving a letter with that. If it's true, they cannot do fuck all to you. Oh, they'll come, they'll threaten to arrest you, they'll threaten this, they'll threaten that, but that's what it is. It's threats. Like the police crime commissioner threatened to arrest me with his special powers of arrest, which, as it turns out, he didn't have. But then they stopped talking to you after that. Oh yeah, no, we don't have them. Oh right, we shouldn't have done that. Oh right, fuck off, little minion. Fuck off, little minion. They think they are better than us. That's as simple as it gets. And the only way to change that is to keep on chipping away at the system. And things will change. Things have changed. I've seen things change. Just with my case. Things that are very hard to explain fully to people who aren't like 100% into my case, like a council lawyer who's a trainee resigning after she's posted legal papers which she knows are illegal. Council officers that we've never heard of again, just disappeared into the ether. Police officers being demoted. Things do little things, but that's what it's about. Like the wise man once said, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. And that's what I did 7 years ago, even though I had no fucking clue what I was getting into. I'm not sure. If I'd had any inkling, I'm not sure if I would have thought twice about doing it or not. But I'm still with it. I'm still carrying on. So, But it is quite incredible. I've said it before on this channel. The police sort of want to sit in their station and do nothing besides the sort of speeding duty and the parking tickets and the seatbelt campaign. They want to sit around and do nothing. They want to be the rear echelon, so to speak, the last to be called upon, because they want all these council people and all these dog wardens and bin wardens and VOSA people and yada yada yada. They want all of them doing all the jobs they're supposed to do. And you must comply. You must comply. Because otherwise, for the few people that don't, and believe you me, it's turning into a lot more than a few from what I've seen on YouTube and Facebook and all the rest of it. But in the initial circumstances, what they thought was, Oh, only a few people have complained. Then we'll get the police. And then they'll come out with all sorts of threats of arrest and all this, none of which is fucking real. And by the way, never talk to a policeman. If you ask for your ID, don't give it him. You don't have to, unless he's trying to arrest you under terrorism charges. So don't talk to them. Don't give your fucking ID. Right? They will just use it against you because they're bastards. And speaking of bastards, why haven't you fucking resigned yet, Chief Constable Council Cocksucker Alec Adolph Wood? You fucking vile piece of shit. Fuck off. You've been exposed, mate. You're just a little lapdog for the council. Go fuck yourself. No one wants you. They might find you handy, but believe you me, when they're fed up with you, they'll burn you faster than you fucking know. You're nothing but a little pawn in the game, mate. About time you started fucking realising that. Oh, unless you actually wanted to start using some of the authority that you are gifted with and actually doing your job as a police officer and arresting council employees. But I very much fucking doubt that, considering one of them probably got you a current job. You bought and paid for a piece of Nazi shit. I'm amazed Newlyn had the balls to get in touch. There's 5 phone calls on this channel to Newlyn Bailiffs. I would suggest the first one, but please, they're all quite comical to some degree. So thank you for watching. And I haven't been abducted by the Nazi police yet.